I think we're live. Here we are. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. I didn't put my sheet up, so you get to see my horribly mangled basement back there with all of my junk.
I don't need to see your sheet.
Yeah, it's all my sheet back there. Sheet and shit at the same time. It's Friday, folks. It's Friday. That was hard for me to believe, too.
Round of applause for it being Friday.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, sir.
There you go. Look at us with our sound effects and everything.
There we are. Somebody sent me a message.
Ding.
Not important. All right. Friday the 7th of November. We got a great book for us to look through. An old comic, dusty old thing in
nice.
Shall we say, well-loved shape. Out of my long boxes that I thought would be appropriate after spending a month looking through that monster bus with Jack Kirby. We're glad you're here, folks. The chat is wide open. We are live, so feel free to speak up when you can. I am your host, Randy Zimmerman. We're going to run the opening and get things underway here, I think, properly. As soon as I find the right button. There we are. Here we go.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with the...
That's right. I threw my sheet up. It's a new Halloween dad joke. Why do monsters never eat ghosts?
Go on.
Because they taste like sheet.
I like that.
Folks, this is Comics by Night. It's early in the morning where I am. I'm in the middle of Michigan, and it is 5 in the morning here. If you're on the west coast of the United States, it's 2 in the morning. So it's still night. Over here where Russ is, it's just past 10 o'clock, right?
10.
Yeah.
10, and it's quite unseasonably warm, actually.
Whoop.
Well, what are you doing?
Playing with the buttons here. There we are.
Oh.
That's what it is. I removed myself for a moment, but that's all right. We got a great book for you to look over. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. Been doing comics since the mid-'80s. Podcasting for the last few years, even if it doesn't look like it. The current endeavor is the Atlantean. Volume 3 is out now. Everyone should have it or be close to having it, as well as this wonderfully collected version of the works that we've done to date. Look at how thick that book is. That's just a beautiful book. Love that. That all springs from The Shadow Kingdom, which is a great public domain story by Robert E. Howard involving Cull and Brule, and that I adapted and Russ did the artwork on. I guess we mutually adapted it, you could say. And we've taken Cull and Brule and sent them on their way through Volusia looking for more shape-shifting lizard people.
It's so lovely to have such a look at all these books that we've produced. Here you go. So
making a stack.
Wow. Look, a stack of books.
Yeah.
It's a stack of these books that you can buy. So this one here, this was especially just for backers. So, but the plans are for one double this size. Once we get to issue 6, there will be an omnibus, and you will be able to pick it up. And there will be a hardback version as well. So there you go.
Can't wait to get that out there.
Yeah.
Joining me this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name's Russ Leach. I am a comic book artist. As we've just said, I'm currently on the Atlantean. You can find out more about those books, how to get hold of them. Well, kick the bucket.
Yeah,
how to get hold of them on Amazon or Critical Blast websites, or indeed Barnes & Noble, anywhere online that have the Ingram Spark as their supplier. You can go find those books. I think issue 3 will be available online by the end of the month. So first of all, everybody who's backed the book, they get theirs first, and then it goes out to retail. We're also looking at digital versions of issue 1 following up, so people can start reading it in the way that they want to read it. Those will be Amazon, and I'm looking at what is it, the one that everybody's on at the moment. I can't remember the name of the service.
Glub.
No, it's Global Comics. That's it. Looking at
Global Comics.
Looking at putting on Global Comics as well. So we're reaching out, we're stretching out. But if you want to find out when those things occur, how it all happens, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. There you go.
All right.
And thank you, Dave from Genuine Comics. It's nice to see you here. You made a wonderful comic book series together. Thank you. But this is wonderful. Look at this.
This is DC Supergiant number S25. Don't ask me what the S is other than special or super. S number S25. The Challengers of the Unknown.
Proto Fantastic Four, by the looks of it.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. This is proper comics, mate. This is real comics. This is like we like to think that we make real comics, and I know that Dave out there at Genuine Comics, he makes real comics, real good fun stuff. 25 cents.
25 cents for a super DC.
I saw somebody the other day suggesting that nothing can get away from politics. I vehemently disagree. There's no reason why you can't have a bit of politics and a bit of even ideology in your comics. But I tell you what, I don't want to read those ones. I want to read. They're just fun. So there you go.
That's true. I want to read stories that take me to other places and do it with a level of quality and competence that steals you away.
If you want to slip some of your own personal ideas in there as a writer and try and convince me of your point of view by doing it in an entertaining way, I am all for it. But don't bash me over the head with it, please, because I'll just put your comic in the bin. But this stuff, this shows you how it's done. This
is all, I won't say mindless entertainment, but it's all just entertainment.
Entertainment. It's a ride. That's what they should be. Comics should be a ride, in my view.
Yeah.
So, well, that's a bit unfair. There are obviously comics can be anything you want it to be, but the comics that I like, the comics that I want to read, I just want to read a ride. I just want to have fun while I'm reading it.
I just want to escape. That's what comics are for to me.
I just want to escape.
Yep.
They are a fantastic medium. Hello, Skip.
Yeah. Skip Edwards Art says, fired up. We're firing it in there as we speak. Genuine Comics, like we said before. Hello, Randy and Russ. How are you guys today? We are good, awake, semi-awake. Marvy in the house. Good morning. I am not at a construction site today, so I can say hi to you guys. Have a great weekend. You too, Marvy. Always good to hear from you. You made a wonderful comic book series together. Yep. Very, very, very proud of it. Dave, thanks for seeing it.
Dave knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a proper comic bought off of the newsstand and kept for
a long time.
Shall we admit it? Printed in 1971.
Woo. This had a reprint in 71.
Oh, they were reprint heavy in the late early 70s. These are actually go ahead.
This must be the early 60s or
yes.
Yeah.
Early 60s, late 50s.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find another copyright on this that has the original publication.
Is that Neil Adams on that?
Yes, it is.
On that Superman cover.
Yep.
Yeah. That just reminds me so much of the 70s.
This is July, August 1971, and it is a reprint. And I'm looking for another copyright date, and I'm not finding it. So But these are stories, challengers, and I believe the challengers were created by Simon and Kirby. And these stories here with the challengers are all Kirby.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he wrote and drew the entire thing. Just to show you that Kirby is and always was a writer on these comics, always a contributor. These are men of reckless courage who seek out and defy the unknown, which lurks in mysterious places.
Grimly coiled.
Grimly coiled. Like, yeah, the League of Death Cheaters. That's what they are.
Look at them.
They all cheated death at one point or another, and they constantly risk their lives.
Old Rocky Davis there.
Challenging the unknown.
He looks a little bit like I can't remember the guy's name. The James Bond on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember his name. Yeah, James Bond, but I can't remember the name of the actor on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
George Lazenby.
Is that it? Yeah, George Lazenby. Yeah.
Yeah.
He only did one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he looks like. He looks like that.
Most say or a lot of people say is the best Bond.
He could have been the best Bond. Yeah, he could have been. But only one film does not the best Bond make.
No. I think it was
I'm
bad
afraid.
circumstances and timing that kept him from doing another one.
I always said that Sean Connery was just the best. But I have to say that coming at a very close second after re-enjoying the films, which were incredibly tongue-in-cheek, that Pierce Brosnan comes a very close second.
Yeah,
he really did embody what was great. Those films modernised Bond, and at the same time kept all the tongue-in-cheekiness of it, and kept the ridiculousness of it, and they were great fun, great adventure.
Well, he had a deep love for that character.
Yeah.
So.
And the new ones, not the new, the Daniel Craig ones were brilliant films, thoroughly enjoyable films, and they kind of nearly got it right at Skyfall, that they managed to sort of put a bit of humour in it in the right way. And then it fell off a cliff for me after that. And they didn't really feel like James Bond films, if I'm honest. They felt just too modern. So there you go. Very enjoyable films. I'd have them in my collection. They are great films, but I just, they weren't quite Bond enough for me.
Totally agree. They were great films, though. I still sit and watch them every once in a while.
I can't fault them as far as films are concerned. They're great. They're well acted, brilliant produced, good stories. Even the ones that I didn't like, although the last one I didn't watch because, spoiler everybody, he dies in it. If James Bond dies in a film, it ain't a James Bond film, it's fanfic. So there you go. Just saying.
He doesn't really die in the end.
Just saying.
He's just there on the silo as the bomb comes barreling down upon him. Yeah.
I won't be watching that film ever.
Yeah. It's a good Daniel Craig.
Yeah. Daniel Craig is a great he's a great actor.
Yeah. Challengers of the unknown.
Look at that. Look at those great shots there. How simple. Look at that economy of line. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well.
Written and drawn by Jack Kirby. Ooh.
The man who stole.
I'm sure they put that in afterwards. The man who stole the future. And we're getting a great look here, in my opinion, at almost a transitional style for Kirby between his golden and his silver age material. It's a fantastic time if you love Kirby's style. Just some great stuff out of here.
And it's unleashed.
Yeah,
he's off the leash, isn't he? He can do what he wants.
Pretty much. I mean, within reason. You still have the code authority leaning down on you, and everything gets read and approved before it goes out. But
but I could never imagine Kirby drawing something that was offensive anyway.
No, but the code was funny all through this period. If they didn't like you, they didn't like you. and then you didn't get the stamp. There
Yeah.
were
Well, that sounds familiar.
That was part of the reason why the code disintegrated later on, is because they were so fluid in their rules. At one point, they would approve a book and then turn around and the next issue of a 2-part story comes out and they tell them that they can't do it. And it's like, well, we've been doing it the whole last issue. Don't know what you're talking about. That's what's really started the problem. They caught a Alan Moore Swamp Thing, I think, was the main one that broke the camel's back. But the one that started testing it was the drug story with Spider-Man, where they wanted to just run a negative drug story, and at that point the code wouldn't allow it. So Marvel, in their wisdom, decided to run it without the code authority stamp.
Well, they were big enough by then, weren't they?
Yeah,
they could just say stuff you don't care what you can do about it.
Well, after a while, that's the way it just got, and the rules got to be so ridiculous and so fluid that they just threw their hands up and said, "Forget it." Also, at that point, they were running all through the 70s and 80s. You had that great black and white magazine period that completely broke out from the code every way that they could within public decency standard boundaries. And you didn't get any farther into nudity than topless, but the subject matter definitely got a lot more adult, and there were some great books out during that period. Here, Dave says again, just wondering if that comic is worth anything nowadays, apart from its apparent entertainment value. Not this book. This book is flared up and wrinkled and dog-eared. The spine is not quite shot, but pretty close. That's why we're showing it off. Look at the cracks in the cover. Well loved book. But great stories. They did reprint this in a Showcase Presents in black and white. A real thick book that's almost impossible to hold down onto a drawing board because there was so many pages and the spine on them are so tight. They're pretty difficult to handle in front of a camera. This is a lot easier. And the coloring on this is good too, so everything on this is working. We have the little titles up on top, the old DC logo, because these were done in Golden Age sizes. Comics had shifted a bit since then, and their printing gotten a little taller. Or thinner, depending on how you look at it. Get that helmet. You'll really see bits and pieces of Marvel in this. That's why I wanted to show it off. So we just got done doing a whole month of the Monster Bus with Kirby stories of giant monsters, and you could see how those stories led to the Marvel's Silver Age, using terms like Hulk and a lot of the characters in there, the Thing, and a lot of the monster names are reused, or those monsters came back later on inside of the Marvel universe. And here you get to see literally the formation of the Fantastic Four. They all have separate personalities, very much acting as like a family, only there's no serious bickering. Everybody's getting along here. Everybody has one goal, and that is to basically get into a situation that they have to fight to come out alive in. They've all survived before. See the hand up to the mouth. How many times in the FF have you seen that? Especially with Sue. In actual value, if this was in better shape, it would probably be worth a little money. I'm not sure of the value. Comic Code Authority fell apart when Image Comics didn't join. No, that's not right. That's not exactly true. But a lot of people give Image a lot more credit than what they're, in my opinion, than what they're due. The Code Authority was really being well challenged. The Image decided not to join them because they were going through the direct market and they didn't feel that they were necessary. But I don't think I think the Code was decaying pretty hard at the time that Image broke off. So it wasn't unusual for comics
Might-
to carry the code.
Might have been the final death stroke.
No, really, from what I
No.
understand, it was Swamp Thing was really the thing that did it, because they took the Alan Moore story. They caught him in mid-story and told him that he couldn't do elements that he had already done in previous issues. And DC said no. and Moore said no. And they all just decided to put it out there on the stands without the code authority. If there's anything other than that really killed the code authority, it was the direct market in general, not Image.
Right.
If you want to attribute Image to anything, it really killed the indie market in the 80s, the black and white market, the late 80s, because they kicked out so much superhero stuff that all the retailers' spare change was taken up buying Image books instead of looking for the next Turtles. They kind of diverted the attention from all and granted, at that point there were a lot of companies out there printing absolutely substandard black and white comics that were really shameful. Bad reprints, silly, quickly drawn stuff, generic comics, stick figure, badly done stick figure comics. I should add. Not like Cynical Man. Matt Fazell, if you've never seen Cynical Man, it's amazing. Matt Fazell is a genius with stick figures. Tells whole long epics with stick figures. It's pretty cool. Code Authority fell apart when Image didn't join. No. That's what I always thought. McFarlane speaks about it at length. Well, they want to speak about their importance in history, and sometimes with a lot of people, not just McFarlane, but some of that gets exaggerated and stretched out. But they were part of the times, absolutely. But the 70s black and white magazines had a lot to do with it. The code being really, when you look at it, the code was brought in not to protect kids, but to protect comic publishers that were doing books for kids that wanted the rack space, because they were all being slimmed down to that little spiral rack in all of the drugstores, and that only had so many slots. So Archie was really a big proponent of the code authority, big pusher for it, because all of their content fell within those guidelines. But yeah, I don't think Image itself had much to do with it in the long run. They were a part of it, absolutely. But as far as breaking the code, I don't think that figures in as much as DC and Marvel just deciding not to run the stamp, because they were making more money in the direct market than they were at the newsstands. So that's part of the minuses with the direct market, is that you ran into that problem when Marvel first started doing direct market comics. And you go back and look at the stuff Marvel did. What did Marvel do specifically for the direct market to start off with? Dazzler #1, which was a silly idea and a badly performed comic. In my opinion, not Marvel's best by a stretch. And then the titles that they do kick out to the direct market once Dazzler becomes a huge hit, the 3 titles that they did was Moon Knight, Kazar, and Shanna the She-Devil. And all 3 of those, they went from really good talent, in my opinion, to very substandard talent. I don't think Marvel ever has truly respected the direct market to the point that it deserved. But at that point, I was retailing too. So I was seeing all of this stuff coming through, opening boxes and looking at stuff and knowing what was going to the newsstands and what was direct market only. So got to see a lot of that product all in a row. And yeah, luckily Marvel pulled out of that and hit one of the most creative periods of their existence with Shooter and Miller and Byrne and Perez and all of those guys. Anyway.
Yeah.
And they got Kirby back. So there we are. Anyway, you were saying, sorry, didn't mean to step on you.
No, you carry on.
PBR in the house. Hey.
Hey.
Pete there. So that makes sense. I was more informed by Wizard magazine than actual comic news. Got that right. Absolutely. 3 bells for that. Wizard was kind of the finger in the cheek. Ain't comics great as long as we get paid to promote your title type of magazine. They were a lot more mainstream than they should have been, to tell you the truth. Look at more great Kirby art. This is all really just super tight stuff. Look at how great this is. I think he's still 2 up here. I think you can see it in the way he's drawing. It's really well inked too. I'm not sure if Kirby inked this or not, but whoever did it did a great job. Let's see if I can find an inker here. No, there's no notation for an inker. Great work though. Some of it even looks like Wally Wood.
Yeah.
The 2 of them were working on Sky Masters around this point 2.
Look at that panel there. That one, both his feet off the ground. A little bit of influence there from other artists.
Little Jack Davis, bottom of the shoe. Yeah.
Such dynamic panel.
It's the Arrow car. It's very similar to what Green Arrow drove for a little while.
Whoosh.
Yellow and everything.
It's down there. He's leaning over. He looks a bit like Dick Dastardly.
Which
Wacky
guy?
races. All the way bottom right.
Here.
There.
Yeah.
It's like leaning.
See a little orange dog with him.
Yeah.
Into that story. Kirby Magic, Mr. Miracle, the 4th World material was coming out at this point, so I'm sure they were trying to promote Kirby's abilities. And then here with this pinup, it's the only page in the book that isn't Jack Kirby.
It's definitely proto Fantastic Four.
Looks like Sikowski, maybe? Yeah.
What? I like the way everybody had their knickers on outside of their trousers.
That was Superhero 101.
Yeah, 101. Everybody had to have,
They all had to wear tights and panties. Yep. This costume, though, came on after Kirby left.
Right.
The costume that Kirby had him in were the jumpsuits. Purple jumpsuits. Though I don't know, he might have created that costume, considering what he did to Sandman and Sandy back in the Golden Age. Turned them into superheroes, and Sandy had a yellow and red costume that stood out. More just tight stuff that really looks like Wally Wood here.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Wood's inking some of this.
It's a very deliberate ink line, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, though, written and drawn by Jack Kirby. They're not afraid to throw that credit box in there for these reprints. I don't think it was there in the original. I'd be surprised if it was, at least. Captives of the Space Circus. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is jumping off the back of Kirby's popularity, making a reprint of it in 71?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right as he's doing the 4th World material. There was just an ad for Mr. Miracle back here.
Okay.
Such great covers. On those, just crazy.
They're always
books.
so intense, aren't they?
Just so off the wall. I mean,
Yeah.
Kirby's imagination level, especially during the 4th World stuff, was just crazy, running on high speed. It's in high school. We always had the discussion of whether or not there were a lot of recreational drugs used in producing the comics during this period. And there was some, but not from Kirby. Kirby and
Look
Ditko
at
both.
that thing. What is that all about?
This little.
It's got
Bloody-
oops.
Yep. All these aliens around here. I said that's really Wally Wood machinery.
Yeah.
It does. It really looks like he inked it. It might have ghosted inking it. Everybody was helping everybody out at this point just to get a little money. If anybody had any jobs at all, they'd come in and work with each other. It's a very tight time for comics back when the Code Authority first kicked in.
I tell you what, that down on the bottom right, that does not look like a Kirby monster there.
Here. Yeah.
That looks far more. Yeah, that's
This
quite.
is the
That's
the work
definitely
here,
Kirby.
the composition is Kirby, but the inking
Yeah.
and the shadow work
Yeah.
here, it looks more like wood to me.
That's right. And if you look, maybe he's just flicked a monster in,
Mm-hmm.
and Wood has done a lot of work on that monster, because that does not look like a Kirby monster at all.
Just might be the way it was inked. This looks like
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just the flow. It's just not very blocky. It's quite a organic looking.
Well, he's not blocky at this point anyway. Look at the hand here. I mean, the hand is
No,
about as
you
blocky
no,
as you can get.
you can. I mean, look over there on the left hand side. Look at the alien pointing in. Okay, there. That's it underneath your hand. The alien pointing it there.
Yeah.
So I can see that's a Kirby. That definitely looks Kirby, but you can see how it's been softened by the inking.
Yeah. Yep.
But that one down there, I think
Yeah.
maybe Wood had a little bit more to do. It just looks that much less blocky.
Maybe.
It's interesting to know exactly what went on.
I want to
This
know
is
what made
obviously
them.
not.
Go ahead.
So this is obviously not just Jack Kirby.
Yeah. I want to know who decided on the bottle openers for feet.
On oops. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Yeah. How useful is that then? Having a oop.
Might have been sitting at his drawing table going, I need a foot. I don't want to draw just an average claw.
I'll just put an oop in.
Looks over to a little bottle opener. I'll give him those feet. That'll be great.
You can't be great at swimming with holes in your flippers, really.
No. Or be counterproductive. Look at this. This almost looks like Gil Kane here.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look very Kirby either.
No, it says written and drawn by Kirby, though. This is Kirby here, obviously.
Oh, no, you can see Kirby all over it, but there's just bits that just don't look like Kirby. Unless it's just, him doing different things, but I don't know.
Oh, we've looked at Fighting American and Boy's Life, I think.
Yeah.
In the last few years. This is right during that period that this was coming out. So yeah, he's probably got Wood inking over this.
It definitely doesn't look like his inking, but
No. But what's his inking look like?
I don't know. Glenn would know more.
Glenn would more.
I think it would look more like his pencils.
Yeah, you'd think
and
so.
And in places it doesn't look like, it doesn't have his pencil feel, even though you can see he's drawn it. The embellisher has changed it. I mean, look at those faces on the left-hand side, top left. Yeah. Top left. Yeah, they don't look particularly Kirby to me.
No, they don't.
And I don't think it's that he hasn't drawn them. I think maybe he's flicked them in.
Oh.
And then, someone like Wood might be inking it. They'll bring their own, essence to it.
I'd lay you odds that he ghost inked this. Yeah.
Because it just has a different feel to it. It's a little bit more organic.
Yeah, it's right during the Sky Masters period too, right in there when the two of them were doing a comic strip.
Because Kirby's work is bombastic, okay, and it's quite sort of big and rugged and solid. Even his early stuff, you could see where he was going. Yeah, I know it's not quite as mad as like when he got into Fourth World and And when he went back to Captain America and what have you.
No, this stuff was
But-
probably done 20 years before that.
Yeah, but still, this just it just looks like somebody else's hand is over the top of this.
It really does. Yeah, I agree.
It's a wonderful outcome.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
But
it's
Wood-
great stuff.
In his later years, Wood was doing inking, primarily inking anyway, and
Right.
you could tell every job that he did was just
Yeah,
incredibly well done.
I suppose it's a bit like
All Star Comics, yeah,
like watching Sinnott ink.
yeah.
There's a definite Sinnott style, isn't there? No matter who he's over the top of,
Mhm.
Sinnott, Wood. Who's the other guy that used to ink Buscema a lot? Avengers.
Not Dick Ayers, Tom Palmer.
No. Palmer,
Palmer.
that's it.
Palmer's got an incredibly distinctive style.
Yeah, Palmer's style is like it doesn't matter who's penciling, it's Palmer's inks.
That's very true. Yeah,
And I think it's the same with Wood and with Sinnott. They are the embodiment of embellishers, people who can draw themselves, people who are fantastic artists in their own right, and are simply doing the other end of the process.
Mhm.
Just lovely.
Little one-eyed monster alien, like from Monsters from Pixar. Only the eye needs to be bigger. Look at that.
Mike Wazowski.
Dave says it's interesting how some superhero IPs become mainstream and others disappear in obscurity. Yep. Usually sales, a lot of times, or in-house promotions. Sometimes that doesn't help it at all, though. Look at the last, 15, 20 years at Marvel. They brought out all of these characters, and all of them are going to be more obscure than these characters in the future. I'm sure of it. Look at that Ringmaster. That is awesome. I love that.
Yeah. They've got the rubber bands on those little Mike Wazowskis. They're funny. And the bird creatures up the top as well. They're cracking.
Mm-hmm. That's solid Kirby right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And at least in the pencils. But yeah, just from the feathering and the look of it, it's got a ink. Wood had to ink that, or it had a big hand in it, like the magnet or the slingshot.
It's a beautiful combination.
Yeah, it is. And of course, the one thing that you always find inside of a kid's comic, diamond rings.
Oh, diamond rings, yeah. Only $20 monthly.
Mm-hmm.
But how long?
As long as you live.
And you get a girl like that to put your ring on. There you go.
Nope, definitely would. Look at that. No question. No question.
No question. Yeah.
Right here. You might have even gone through and redrawn this whole panel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about, the creature. There's just like little bits. You think maybe he just redrew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that, though. That's, man.
Because some of it's so obviously Kirby, and then other bits you think, oh, that just doesn't fit.
To me, other bits are just obviously wood.
Yeah, like the top right-hand panel there. He's the guy looks very Kirby-ish, but the bird monsters don't. They look woodish.
Yeah.
That's just a wonderful combination. I mean, it's just completely by accident, because that these things happen.
Should pull out my old Sky Masters stuff and have us take a look at it some Sunday. On Sunday Funnies, that would be good. Speaking of obscurity, though, Dave, some of those the best superhero characters are the obscure ones. I always loved Legion of Superheroes and the Legion of Substitute Heroes. Just great stuff. There's a couple of annuals out there by Keith Giffen that I think are just solid genius of Legion of Substitute Heroes. The rejects, Legion of Superheroes. Right, Russ? Are you familiar with the Substitute Legion?
The Substitute Legion?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all of the rejects from Legion would hold membership rallies every once in a while, and all the rejects that had practical powers all ended up in the Substitute Legion. And when the Legion got a bigger clubhouse, they ended up taking over the little yellow and red bullet-looking clubhouse that the Legion originally had. And Polar Boy was the leader, Knight Lass, who could project night, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or she was super strong at night. The Chlorophyll Kid, who carried a bunch of seeds in a utility belt around his waist. Whenever he needed to grow something, he'd throw a seed out and grow it into a huge plant. Not Chlorophyll Kid. There was, I want to say Kid Psycho, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. There was a kid who could change colors. Not personally, but he can make things change color. That was his superpower. There was Porcupine Pete, who could shoot out a bunch of quills. He come in later. Infectious Lass, who could make people sick. It's just fun stuff. Stone Boy, who could turn himself into a stone statue, which was only practical when he was falling off of a building. Anyway. Great fun stuff, just like this. Oh yeah,
those guys there, the little round guys.
Love them.
They've got the faces from the guild from Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, the Lollipop Guild.
The Lollipop Guild. That's it.
And I wonder how much of this symbol here is pulled off of the Star of David, because
maybe
Kirby was Jewish.
Looks a bit Star Trek-y as well.
It does. Yep. That's not Kirby at all here. That is wood. Back here. Look at that. That's EC wood rocket ship right there. See it?
Yeah. It's totally.
That's what it is. That's great ships here. The Kirby that Jack built. Great stuff. Space Circus. Wow. Watch them grow. Early chia pets. It's the Clover Club. Twin whistling astrotops for only $1. And your 10-in-1 scope, only 50 cents. What a bargain. Oh yeah, look at this. Wizard of Time. Still just written and drawn by Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
That's wood. Look at that ink job right there. That's straight out of the Thunder comics that we've been looking at.
Yeah. Just the way it's inked.
Yeah.
Also the shadows as well on the faces.
Yeah. They should have grafted the two of them together.
Yeah,
especially once wood was down to just being able to ink. It just such beautiful stuff here. Now I know why I've kept this all these years. I just love this. Hard shadow almost looks like a bad print job. Right there. Oh, look, that's all wood back here. Undeniable. A little bit of Godzilla.
Godzilla. But I was like, that is not a Kirby Godzilla.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's just too organic and smooth. I mean, look at that panel on the left hand page where the guy's got the eyeglasses and he's pointing. That is pure Kirby.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pure Kirby positioning, even down to the face of the guy with the dark hair at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then look at how it's been inked and look at all the machinery that's been put into the background.
Oh yeah,
that ain't Kirby.
Straight out of EC's Weird Science Fantasy. Yeah.
So this is Kirby's done just above layouts, I think, for this.
Probably, yeah.
So not layouts, above, like, sort of somewhere in between, sort of, sketches.
Well, he probably wrote and penciled it, and then Wood just went through and filled some stuff in.
But I don't think he's done full pencils. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he's just he's knocked out a few faces and the general positioning and roughs and how it works. So he's not gone full on pencil,
right?
And Wood's come in and done his thing over the top of it, and you've got this absolutely sublime combination between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous. It's bloody wonderful.
Speaking of Kirby pencils, Facebook lately, I've run across a bunch of stuff of Kirby pencils that I've been reposting. Yeah. Some real interesting stuff. But I'm sure you're right. He went through and did basic pencils on this, and then Wood went through and filled in a lot of the rest of this. Especially on this story. It's really obvious to me. With all the machinery back here, and like you said, the shadows on the faces. That's really, really Wally Wood there. First time ever, you get a T-shirt for $2.
God, $2. T-shirts were $2 for as long as I can remember, and then suddenly now they're all 25.
It's a handsome reproduction of the first issue of Action Comics, right on this quality T-shirt. There we go into chapter 2. Again, Wood. Let's look at that detail on that splash page. And who rode across the sun. Love it.
It's fabulous.
Spears flying around him. This whole thing's great. Soldiers. More horses. Get to draw a few horses in Atlantean 4.
No, great. I love horses.
You're going to love the stampede they get in the middle of that. Anyway.
Oh, great. A stampede.
No, just joking. Just joking.
I haven't read the script yet. I'm still in the middle of inking Lethal.
Suddenly 50,000 horses ride over the hill. Anyway.
It's always it, isn't it? It's like writers get the easy end.
I know you can do it. I've seen it all in my head. Yeah. No, just, I don't know, 2-4 horses.
That's okay.
6.
Horses are what they are. I have to draw what I have to draw. If I'm frightened to draw things, then I'm not in the right job.
Gotcha.
Doesn't mean I'm perfect. Doesn't mean that it isn't a challenge. But if you're scared to do it, then you ain't in the right job. That's the way I see it.
We go chapter 3.
Look at that. Look at that. The way that's feathered on that guy's arm. The guy, the bald guy, right in front. Yeah, that's not Kirby. And also the
we know it's wood.
Yeah, the anatomy as well.
Well, he probably went through and fixed it as he saw fit.
Yeah,
Kirby just kind of penciled it in, and
you can see
be able to finish it.
That's what's amazing about it is you can see the energy from Kirby in it, and then you can see the precision from Wood in it.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Absolutely. What a great combination. It's real obvious why they decided to reprint these stories.
Yeah. I'd love to see this in black and white.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I got the Showcase Presents that has them all in black and white. But it's very difficult to display.
Oh.
I can run and get it here. Give me just a second. Keep the audience busy.
I do a little song now. You can hear him walk to the other. Oh, there he goes. Just it was a short interlude, everybody. While Randy breaks his studio. Sure, but I wonder who did the colours on these. It's not bad. Whistling sound.
There we go.
Back. Oh, look at that. Who drew that?
I am not sure.
Is that like Lee Weeks or something like that?
Yeah, it might be.
When was that drawn?
I don't know. I'm going to have to pull it up closer so I can see if there's credits. These Showcase Presents books were amazing. I wish they hadn't stopped them. But the DC Finest stuff they're doing now is comparable, only it's in color. Bob Brown.
What, did the cover?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. That's a great cover.
That's an older Challengers cover.
Yeah, it's got
repurposed.
That's really. Oh, right, okay. I thought that was a modern style. That's fantastic.
No, it's 100 and this is over 500 pages of comics. That's why you love these old Showcase.
It does look different when you get closer. It's not. Yeah, I can see it now. But that's a cracking cover. I love that.
But Brown, I think, was one of the more understated artists during this time period.
Yeah, I've never heard of him. I'll be honest.
Oh,
You just taught me a new name.
Yeah, he was around quite a bit. I'm trying to see if this has those Kirby reprints in it. I don't know if it does or not. I don't know if it goes back that far.
Well, it goes to show you there's very, very few people that make it to public consciousness.
Oh, this is all Bob Brown here.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, there's the black and white on that cover.
Look at that.
Yeah, this was after Kirby.
Right.
They ran Challengers for years.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That was a huge thing, especially when the FF come out. Nobody was really, not really fooled, but anybody who read these books knew, compared the two.
Yeah.
Let me find a good sample of this artwork. Very Silver Age.
Oh, look at that.
These books are so thick, they're really hard to keep together.
That looks, that woman there, that looks like, the guy that used to do the Defenders.
Sal Buscema?
No, way back. Is it the Defenders? No.
Ross Andrew?
No. Maybe it wasn't the Defenders. It was the World War II stuff.
Brown did a lot of that stuff too. Yeah.
No, I'm
Kanigher,
thinking.
you mean?
No. I'm thinking of the guy that you used to hate, and then you appreciated him. I'm so.
Oh, there's a number of those.
Yeah. Solid lines. Very.
Robbins.
Yeah, Robbins. That's it.
It's not much of that. I'm not seeing a lot of Robbins here.
No, just that woman. Just a woman.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's not as difficult as I was thinking. This has got, that's got a little bit of Robbins look to it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not Kirby. This is Kirby greatness right here. Yeah.
I love that cover though.
Oh, there's another volume ahead of this. I must have missed it. This is number 2. I thought I had them all.
So I like my Essentials books. They're great.
Yeah.
Just love those.
Same basic format. I understand the reason that Marvel and DC did that wasn't to put the stuff out in reprint as much as to have a volume of an IP all in one source that they could hand to somebody in Hollywood.
Oh, right. Okay.
And every last Showcase Presents was solid and had a different IP in it that had a lot of potential. So. Challengers is no exception. It's just that now if it were to come out, everybody would compare it and call it a second-rate Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Aquaman and Submariner, you know.
Although it's far more adventure wise, isn't it? It's not so I know there's sci-fi elements in it, but it's a bit more of an adventure strip.
Yeah, very much. Yep.
And that is coming. Superheroes are going off the boil. And something's got to fill its place. And adventure, cowboy films, that kind of stuff.
They kind of had to go through this in order to get to the Silver Age too. This kind of work, because the superheroes really came to the forefront during World War II when they had some very solid menaces to fight.
Yeah.
You know, there was definite, I would say black and white, right or wrong in that. And once the war was over, people got tired of superhero stuff and wanted just adventure stories. That's why the Western picked up, and some war comics were going at that point, but they had to, again, I'm sure there were a constant fight with the code authority to get stuff approved.
Yeah.
Cowboys are safer. Challengers safer.
I pick up a lot of superhero books now, and I pick them up and think, this is all just so overcomplicated.
Yeah.
It's just, just give me an adventure. Give me the bad guy. Defeat them.
The straight up adventure story, Yeah. The good guy versus evil. That was one of the dictates in the Code Authority too, though. Good must always triumph over evil. But, in a lot of ways, that did set a moral standard in the country, or actually in the world, really, with the way that it picked up all over the place. A lot of these stories got out internationally. What a great shot here. Look at that. That's wood. That's wood right there. No doubt. Definitely done. Little early Cosmic Cube action there.
Doesn't look very cosmic.
Skip says Lee Weeks is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Really good. Oh man. That really looks like Gil Kane. Did Woody come over and Gil Kane and Captain Action? Because I think that's what that looks a lot like, and that feel. That's the splash page here. That's probably a book you're not familiar with.
No.
Old Silver Age. It was actually a toy. Captain Action. He was a guy in a little action. He had a sidekick kid too. Only he could change costumes into familiar superhero icons. Always wanted one of those because they had like a Flash Gordon outfit, a Phantom outfit, different heroic icon characters that you could change out his clothes in. That right there is amazing. Look at that perspective.
Yeah. You see, that's more Kirby-ish.
Yeah, the way it's inked though, the
yeah,
here really
and like
reminds me of Kane.
I think it's Kirby, and then there's extra little details put in, and a finer line. Yeah. To ask about Kirby's inking, I just saw some. I was just having a quick look, and it's slightly on the thicker side.
Yeah,
that's what came across straight.
He might have had a studio set up, running with a couple of other, Wood and a few other people working there. They were all passing the job around, and he was taking credit. I don't know. Actually, DC added the credits on here when they reprinted it. Chapter 2. More wood shadowing here. And I could have sworn I had another Challengers volume. I'm going to have to look that up, see if I can find it. It's going to bug me now because I know I seen it. I got a Green Arrow Showcase Presents that's mostly Kirby. That's pretty fun stuff. Just real goofy stories, though. Running around with Speedy in the arrow car and using trick arrows. It's where the boxing glove arrow come in. And there was one particular one where he was... Oliver was trying a whole bunch of different trick arrows out, one that he could shoot and then swing around a corner. All sorts of different oddball inventions like Hawkeye did later on. And it's an older comic because it's got an ad for sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys. I used to see those ads all the time. I so desperately want sea monkeys.
Everybody did, yeah.
Not realizing that they weren't really monkeys.
Shrimp. An ad for House of Forbidden Love. At last, something new in comics. DC is proud to bring you its brand new breakthrough in reading entertainment. The Shape of Comics to Come.
Wow.
Not for very long. Gothic romance books. Back then they were trying to attract as wide an audience as possible. So here's a Gothic romance comic. We looked through Toth's Gothic romance comic book too a few months back. Full-length, spine-tingling suspense novel. Yeah. Zeppelin. Movie. Michael York. Elkie Summer. Can't say I've ever seen the film.
No.
More great machine.
I don't know. He seems to be having a good time hugging her.
Yeah. That is solid Sky Masters right there. And this whole look.
I like their costumes. those hats.
Aren't they great?
That are all around then. They're just like
balaclavas
with tops in them. Great.
A little bit of negative space working here. I don't want to draw that. Here. Yeah. Let's leave it. Oh, no, that's the floor. Here we go. I see it now. A lot of open space there, though. Love this. It's great. Another ad for Kirby's Fourth World Blockbusters. Yeah, we might have gone through this too fast here. Yeah. A great shot back here. Next issue is Aquaman, on sale about May 20th. Yeah. It got a third of a page. What are we going to do? Let's throw a bunch of logos together.
New Gods, Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
That's just a Kirby advert, isn't it? Yeah, Kirby's Fourth World. Go for it.
Yeah, please buy their books. Yeah, that they never treated with any respect whatsoever.
No.
Until after he was long gone. Yeah. Strategy for survival. Your typical plastic toy soldier ad. Isn't that great? Get a bag of molded plastic for only $1.50.
50 years later, you can see it in a Sargasso Sea.
Oh. 50 years later, if you have an entire set of it, it's probably $2,000.
Yeah, it's just how stupid it is. In the original plastic bag.
Yeah. Those are those green soldier characters you see in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we are.
Yeah. That ad ran for a long time, didn't it?
The fishing ad? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose if you have a piece of art done like that, and that is a spectacular piece of illustration.
Advertising illustration, yeah.
Yeah. You want to keep using
lures here. Yeah. Yeah, you keep using it however and wherever you can.
Look at that. You get a free, giant, authentic John Dillinger wanted poster.
For only 50 cents.
50 cents.
Yeah, in the days
30s.
Yeah.
God.
In the days of The Mob was a magazine-sized book. Kirby did two of them as an experiment. One of The Mob and one called Spirit World that had all supernatural stuff in it that they stuck out. DC stuck out on the stands that didn't do very well. But if you find those magazines now in a back issue box, you sure better buy it.
Yeah.
Because
it's got unusual photo stories in it.
Incredibly hard to find. Yeah. And it had some Kirby stories in it too. I think I've got a copy of In the Days of the Mob. If I run across it, we'll show it here. And with a bunch of other old magazines.
It's got Sergio Aragones in it from Mad.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What a magazine that would have been.
Sergio did a lot of serious work for DC during this time. Did Batlash. Wrote a lot of Western stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is right as he was getting that Mad gig, I think. Maybe during it. Probably during it.
Well, it says Mad, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, his Mad gig was a day a month, so
right.
he'd just pop into the offices and draw on the captions and then leave.
God.
But all through that month, he was keeping a little spiral notebook in his pocket. He'd sit there and sketch out ideas so that when he went up there, he was, he had everything already in his head, what he was going to do.
Ready to go.
Yeah. For a different magazine is born. Unusual photo stories. Yeah.
Great stuff. What a book that was.
Yeah.
Just loving that Kirby, if it is wood, which we think it is wood art.
Oh, I'm sure it is 100%.
Yeah, it was wonderful combination.
Yeah, it was.
Be a pilot. Hot Birds. I've never heard of them.
Like Hot Wheels, only they
Yeah,
fly on
I
a string.
imagine. Yeah. But they never made it to this country.
No. Well,
I remember on the back of the comics I had as a kid, there were a lot of Hot Wheels, Matchbox adverts, a lot, along with the Twinkie adverts, which I never understood.
the comic ads, Twinkie ads.
Yeah, Twinkie. Well, obviously I knew what a Twinkie was,
Right.
but only by the adverts. Otherwise, I would never have known what a Twinkie was.
Okay.
But we never got Hot Birds. That Mattel never released. I don't believe they released them over here. Certainly didn't see an advert for it.
You don't see them around here anymore at all. It was a flash in the pan. Didn't even.
Yeah, it's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I was so desperate. The first time I went to America, I went to Canada in '88. I think that's the first time I went over to that side of the pond,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up in America in '92 for the first time, and I was like, I must try a Twinkie and a Hershey bar. I absolutely must. Yeah. And I bit into the Twinkie and spat it out. It was so disgusting. I'd never eaten anything quite so fake in my whole life.
Well, your palate's not used to those kind of chemicals and that much sweetness, probably.
I just literally scraped it off my tongue.
I bet that Hershey bar didn't taste much better either.
The Hershey bar was not great.
No.
We used to Cadbury's chocolate over, and back then, '92, it was still real Cadbury's chocolate as well. They've changed the recipe a little bit, and we weren't. And then when we joined the bloody EU, we weren't even allowed to call it chocolate anymore. Fucking ridiculous. But they were pretty hideous, and my childhood was broken at that point because I'd always see like these Batman or Superman or the Hulk or whatever or Captain America. I got the Twinkie bar at the end, and I'm like, oh, gotta buy a Twinkie. I gotta eat a Twinkie. It was disgusting.
Yeah, made to last 1,000 years though.
I should have known by the Twinkie references in Ghostbusters. Really. Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
There's a couple of British guys that eat American food that have a YouTube channel, very successful, called Jolly.
Oh yeah,
that's hilarious. They come over here and they have all sorts of the fast food and they taste food from every region because we're such a huge. We've got so much space. Everybody's got their own cuisine in different parts. But it's like Mexico. You can drive 20 miles and their idea of food is completely different from the previous villages' idea of cuisine. But then they take the stuff and bring it back over to the UK to a school and have the kids try it.
All right.
And the headmaster of the school at the same time. This is some pretty funny, very amusing videos.
Right. Well, I mean, people complain
those guys. So
the amount of abuse we get from around the world about British food. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you now that most people were skinny before we started eating other people's food.
Yeah.
You look back at videos like back to the 70s and 80s, everybody's skinny. Everybody's walking around, they're all slim. And now you go out and you take videos of people out in the middle, and most people are a bit plump, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And that's all because of the crap they're eating. Mm-hmm. So there you go. So yeah, our food is rubbish, but damn.
It's the same over here.
Yeah.
You look at the 70s and 80s, there were a lot more skinny people than what there are now. We have a real obesity problem here.
Yeah, the rubbish they put in food is terrible. Anyway, enough of social commentary.
Great dinosaur.
What a fantastic book that was. See, look at that monster. That's Kirby through and through. Mm-hmm. And look at the line weights on this cover.
Well,
They're line ones.
this doesn't count. This is inked by Vinny.
Yeah, but even so, I think what he's done is
At
he's
least he had enough
followed
sense.
lines.
Yeah.
Vinny doesn't try and do anything outside of what he has to do. So he's followed the lines as closely as he can.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is without doubt Kirby. You can see it, but
Yeah.
the interiors, it's got a much softer, more organic vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, fabulous book. Glad we were here for this one. Loved it.
Yeah. Sorry, Glenn wasn't here. He'd probably be able to.
He's
give
probably
us all
got one.
Information for it. No, he said he did. Yeah. He's got one.
Fantastic.
But I pulled this out a while back when I was looking for the other Kirby Fourth World stuff, and said, "Oh, I got to show this. This is pretty crazy."
Cool. It is cool.
And since we just got done with the Monster Bus and we were talking about what Kirby had written and not written, here's an entire book that he wrote and attributed to. So I'm in the middle of reading one of the Kirby interview books upstairs. Just amazing the crap he had to put up with in order to feed his family. Just sad to see.
Right.
Crunchy by Cadbury is the best candy bar in the UK.
It is top. It is a top bar. There's no doubt about it. It's a very good bar. Yes.
We got the Reese's peanut butter cup over here.
That is so American. Peanut butter cup.
It's a chocolate. It looks like a short cupcake. It's got a little wrapper like you'd get in a cupcake, only it's all chocolate with peanut butter in the middle of it.
That sounds hideous.
It's actually really good. It's a lot better than some of the other candy bars we got out there.
We have a multitude of chocolate. Yeah.
We have Peeps.
Peeps.
Mm-hmm. Every Peeps and candy corn every Halloween, which is little triangular solid sugar that tastes like wax that are very addictive, and Peeps, which are like hardened cotton candy.
Right. Okay.
If you ever, cotton candy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like that, only hardened, and they sell them in little chicky forms around Easter time.
Right. We do have boiled sweets. They're nice.
Boiled
sweets. Oh, they're basically just hard sugar.
Uh-huh.
But we have things like what I used to love as a kid with things like squishies, or they would be like fruit flavored, or bananas. They're like a sort of a hard, spongy thing, and they taste vaguely of banana. They're sweet. And you can get strawberry versions, that kind of stuff.
Sounds like Starkiss over here.
Yeah, that kind of. And Starburst, they're like chewy. Yeah, they used to be Starburst. What did they used to be? Made to make your mouth water was the line. Opal fruits. That's it. Opal fruit. They used to be called opal fruits.
Okay.
And Starburst and that kind of stuff. There's squishy, fruity flavored stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all right, but they're all just sugar. And I think we have good bars. We have a Whisper bar, which is a very nice chocolate bar. We obviously get Cadbury's chocolate. Picnics are quite nice. Lion bars, that kind of thing.
Never heard of them. But
no, they're nice. They're better than Hershey bars, I assure you.
You're at an advantage being that close to Switzerland. So
I'm not keen on Swiss chocolate at all.
No? Oh.
No, it doesn't do it for me. I like the Vegelate. I like the chocolate that the EU doesn't like to call chocolate.
Swiss peanut butter cups are the best, PBR says. Thanks, PBR.
All right. Do we know what we're doing next week?
Next week, we are looking at probably Crime Does Not Pay.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Issue.
Okay.
We're going to have to pre-record it because I have the Grand Rapids Comic-Con.
Radio.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a 3-day show. See, Mr. Peter Weller will be there. as well as a number of other comic book guests.
Cool.
Mr. Howard Chaykin will be there.
Cool.
So I'm taking my copy of Monarch Star Stalker just to watch him roll his eyes. Get it signed. Where did you get this book? So whenever I have somebody that I really respect sign a work that I enjoy, I always get that look. You like this?
Like this
Not my best work. Yeah, I loved it. So yeah, Cody Starbuck. If I can find the copy of that, I'll take that and have him sign it. A few people have even seen that, but Chaykin will be there, and can't remember who else. There's a couple other big guys are going to be there, big stars, and we're in direct competition with the Motor City Comic Con going on the exact same weekend because the guy in Detroit gets overly touchy about anybody that sets up a show in his state.
Oh God!
But he's got the entire. This is how great he is. They have a Twilight reunion going on that weekend.
Okay, if that's what you like. To be perfectly honest, anybody going there for a Twilight reunion won't be buying our comics.
There we go.
So there you go. No loss there.
Just want to say hello to Peter Weller and Mr. Chaykin, and just have a good time. I'll be there. If you're there, if you're in the area, stop in at the Grand Rapids Comic Con and track me down. I'll give you a free comic if you tell me that you listen to the program. So you'll get a free Arrow comic in color or black and white, your choice. You just stop by the table, say hello. All right, I think that's it. That's it for us.
Yeah, we're done.
We went through a Super DC Giant number S25 from 1971. You got Challengers of the Unknown, primarily by Kirby, obviously by Wood, cover inked by Vince Coletta.
Oh, Vinny.
Next week, we'll see some George Tuska, Crime Does Not Pay, and then that Sunday, the following Sunday, we'll probably still be working on the Haunt of Fear, which we'll be talking about this Sunday as well.
Look at that book.
From those great Russ Cockrum hardcover reprint books. All in black and white. Great stuff. We'll be picking that up where we left off on Sunday. 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Hope you can join us then.
Yep, please do.
Russ, please tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. Go there, sign up for the email list, check out everything you need to know about the Atlantean. I haven't actually done a newsletter for just over a month, maybe 6 weeks now, because obviously there's not a huge amount to tell, but I'll be telling everybody when the book is available at Amazon and also some other incoming news. So, sign up for that email list. russleach.com.
Yeah, Russ doesn't bombard you with all sorts of newsletters every other day. He'll only send them out when there's news.
Yeah.
Something to tell you maybe once a month until we're in the middle of a campaign. Then they might.
Yeah, you get a few more. Yeah, you get a few more in a campaign, but other than that. No.
Please do that. Keep your eyes open for more Atlantean. When we do campaigns, we will be doing them over at fundmycomic.com. You'll want to go over there and check them out. Lots of great campaigns over there. Great books, products just waiting for you to purchase by some really top-notch authors and creators. Dave's Genuine Comics is over there. You might want to go over there and take a look. We'll have Atlantean 4 offered up there as soon as it's ready to go.
I'm sort of looking at a campaign middle of Feb.
We sell no wine before it's time.
Because there's no point in putting it out, a month before Christmas or a few weeks before Christmas. It's just people don't have the money.
February, rough month too. But
so it might. I think it'll be middle of February. We'll go for it. So, and then we'll do a 6-week campaign to the end of March. But by that time, you won't even have to wait for it to go to print. It'll literally go to print the next day because it will all be done and finished, and we should even be on issue 5 by then. So,
Really proud of the script for 4. Can't wait for you to read it. Really proud of the whole run. But I think the writing on it just keeps getting better and better, even though it seems to be taking me longer and longer to write them.
People are liking it. That's
Very
all
proud
that
of it.
matters. People are enjoying it. We've got, we've got a core of people that are getting the book from us, from our fundraisers, from our crowdfunding, which is lovely. I mean, obviously, I'd like that to be bigger, because it would help with production costs. But we're selling steady. Each month we sell a few more copies for through Amazon or Critical Blast, and it's nice to see that. So it's spreading slowly, but it's definitely spreading.
We're also currently translated in Portuguese and in Danish.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Soon, it looks like we'll be in Russian as
In
well.
Russian, yeah. I mean, we've got the contract for that. I'm just trying to get them to let me download it so that I can edit it.
There you go.
But yeah, that should be happening as well. Yeah.
Hope so. Folks, we deeply appreciate you stopping by. We do this every Friday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern time, where we look through some great sequential art. You never know what you're going to run into from week to week unless you're looking at our thumbnails, or you go back and look at our archives where we've got everything stored. We've been doing this for a couple of years now. There's a wide variety of stuff available in our archives for you to pick up and enjoy whenever you'd like. We know the majority of our viewership comes after the fact, and we deeply appreciate that as well. Please, please leave a like wherever you're watching or whenever you're watching this program. Any kind of interaction you have with this platform just goes to help us be seen by other potential viewers. If you enjoyed this program, tell folks about it, please. Let them know that we're here. We're here every Friday morning at 5 a.m. and we do it again on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for Sunday Funnies. And you can look us up on YouTube under those titles and you'll see our programs pop up. But we are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim with 2 M's YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. Please go there, subscribe to it all. Doesn't cost you anything. We're not asking for money. If you want to send us some tokens, please buy our books. That's the way we feel about it. But we're here because we love this stuff. We love this art form. This program inspires us and helps us to become better creators. And we hope the same is for you as well. If there is any book that you see we haven't covered yet that you'd like us to look at, except maybe having to talk about the writing in the First Kingdom or Images Saga, please drop us a line and leave a suggestion. We'd be more than happy to take your suggestions under consideration and get to them as soon as we can. But there is so much stuff out there that you wouldn't believe the greatness that we've run across, almost sometimes even by accident on these programs. And as you can tell, there's all sorts of comics available. There's all sorts of comics heading your way. So I keep meaning to get around to doing Carl Barks one of these days. We will definitely try to get to him this year and do some Carl Barks material. People need to see that stuff. We've covered Zap Comics in the past with Robert Crumb. We've talked about some 2000 AD, Carlos Esquerra. No. There's International Comics, unbelievable. Great stuff. We've looked at a little bit of Captain Marvel at one time or another, even Romance Comics. So make sure you take a look at our archives and watch as you please. Go visit your local retailer as well. You want to help them out and help them keep their lights on. Go through their back issue boxes. You'd be amazed at the quality and the different kinds of comics, sequential art that's available out there for you to enjoy. Can't recommend it high enough. And we're going into those holiday seasons, and there's a lot of comics out there that make great, great holiday gifts. So don't be afraid to do that either. Spread the love whenever you can. You don't have to be trolling and do all this drama on this antisocial platforms. You love this art form. Tell people you love it. If there's stuff in your collection that you've got that you particularly enjoy, don't be afraid to show it off and spread it out. So tell folks about it so that they can enjoy it as well. This is a fantastic art form, I think personally, one of the best forms of communication that there are out there. Comics are always going to be around. You're always going to see the blend of words and pictures in one form or another, whether hard cover, or digital, or hardback, or whatever format. Comics will always be out there, and it's up to you to find the great stuff and to enjoy it. And we're here twice a week, showing you the stuff that we really appreciate. I think that's it.
Yeah,
come back and join us soon. Fantastic.
Thanks, Pity.
It's a Pity May.
Pity May, I think, but I don't know.
Pity. Okay.
Pity.
Glad you're here, Pity. Anyway, Pity. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Definitely. I think that Pity is someone who enjoys the Atlantean. So, if I'm correct.
A Pity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or a Picty?
No, just Pity.
Okay. Thanks again, everybody. Read the Atlantean. Buy our books. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, we're done.
Stop by Grand Rapids Comic-Con next weekend and have a visit. Next Friday and next Sunday's show will both be pre-recorded, which means the chat won't be live, but we'll still be looking at some great, fantastic artwork and great stuff. So, and if you haven't seen our Crime Does Not Pay episodes, definitely look back in the archives for that stuff, because that stuff is just crazy good. All right. Take care, everybody. See you on the next one. We're out of here early. Well, not too early. It's an hour.
Yeah, we are.
So it's all
We're good.
Yep. Going to depart with a little bit of everything, but we'll end with a little bit of Jack Kirby instead of Taste Your Biscuit this time.
Oh,
the biscuit. And we'll see you soon, everybody. See you Sunday, hopefully. Take care. See you on the next one. There we go.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
How dare you?
Get off my lawn.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
If you look at something and there's nothing there, what's the difference of figuring out what it was in the first place?
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
Look what I found. It's a marijuana.
Honey, that's a skunk.
Then why does it smell like you?
As he sits each day at his board, alone with his characters, Jack Kirby is far from lonely.
I haven't got the trappings of a circus, but there in my mind is a very active and bright and colorful place that's as good as any circus that I've ever seen. And I live with that, and I enjoy it immensely.